Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Golub, a chiropractor from Olympia, Washington, and author of the health blog Wellness and Evidence-Based Lifestyle. Today I'd like to show you some exercises to help relieve neck pain and prevent future neck injuries. One of the most common causes of neck pain is poor posture, putting stress on our upper back and neck. So the first exercise we're going to look at today is called Brugger's position of postural relief. Essentially it's going to be a way to kind of take some pressure off those muscles in the back of our neck while encouraging us to have a little better posture. So the first thing Whitney's going to do is she's going to kind of retract her shoulders a little bit, keeping her elbows at her side, and then she's just going to open her arms up so it feels like in the back she's pulling her shoulder blades together in a V. The next thing she's going to focus on is keeping her chin tucked back so her head's not coming forward. And again, this is helping take pressure off a lot of those muscles in the back of your neck that can cause headaches, upper back pain. And she's just going to hold that position for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds while taking just nice, easy breaths in through her stomach. And go ahead and relax. This is an exercise that can be done anywhere you're seated, in your office, at school, so it's really helpful for a lot of people with neck pain. So the second exercise we're going to look at is using a foam roller to help loosen our upper back and relax the muscles in our upper back and neck. So the first position, Whitney's going to lay on the foam roller with the foam roller kind of parallel to her spine, right underneath her spine. And she's going to let her shoulders drop back, her palms facing the ceiling, and she just lets that foam roller, just the weight of her shoulders, relax over the foam roller and open up her chest. And you can sit there in this position for 30 seconds to a minute, just letting those muscles in your upper back relax. The second exercise we're going to use the foam roller for is she's going to turn the foam roller perpendicular to her spine, and she's just going to lean back on the foam roller and roll it up and down kind of her upper back, just loosening up those joints in your spine and relaxing the muscles. So she can increase the pressure by lifting her hips higher or decrease it by lowering her hips, and it's just whatever is comfortable. So this doesn't need to be a painful exercise, just a nice relaxing exercise. So the third exercise we're going to show today is a basic seated row. So you've probably seen this exercise done in the gyms before, but Whitney's going to grab the cables, she's going to lean back and she's going to pull the cables to her chest, keeping her shoulders retracted and her chin tucked. So a couple of keys in this exercise is not to let your chin or head come too far out forward. You want to keep it back and keep that good posture that we've been talking about. And you want to make sure you're doing a comfortable weight, so you don't need to be doing so much weight that you have to really lean back. You want most of the work coming from your arms and shoulders. So the last series of exercises we're going to show here for neck pain is going to be two different cable pulls. The first cable is going to be an overhead pull down. So Whitney's going to take this cable, she's going to hold it at about a 45-degree angle from her side, and she's going to pull down, keeping her shoulder retracted back, keeping her shoulders level and hips level at the same time. Okay, good. So the second cable pull we're going to show here is going to be a pull up. It's called a sword pull. So Whitney's going to have the cable on her opposite side and she's going to pull it up. Again, keeping those shoulders level, keeping her cores tight, keeping her chin retracted, everything stable. The only thing moving is her arm and shoulder. Good. So those are 4 extremely effective exercises at decreasing neck pain and preventing future neck injuries. But what if you don't have access to a gym or the equipment shown here in these videos today? Well, there's other options available. Let's take a look. So now let's look at ways you can perform similar exercises to decrease neck pain without needing a gym or any special equipment. So this first home exercise we're going to look at, we already showed, but it's a great one and it's easy to do at home. So we're going to be in the seated position, and this is that postural relief exercise. So Whitney's going to have her elbows at her side. She's going to open up her arms with her palms up. So she's bringing her shoulders back down into a V, tucking her shoulder blades into a V, keeping her chin tucked back. So we're really emphasizing that good posture, taking pressure off those muscles that get overworked when we're sitting at desks, when we're at computers. And she's just going to breathe through her stomach, and she's just going to hold this position. And you can hold it for 30 seconds, a minute, whatever feels comfortable. And that's a really good exercise to start decreasing neck pain. Okay. So this next home exercise we're going to look at is going to be similar to the foam roller exercises we did in the gym, but we're going to be just using a chair and our own body weight. So Whitney's going to go ahead and put both elbows on the chair like this, and we're really going to focus on extending the thoracic spine. So she's going to imagine someone's pushing down right here, and then she's going to curl back up and then extend down through here. So really trying to focus the movement on that upper back. And again, just keep going. So we can do a number of sets like this, really trying to loosen up that upper back, take some pressure off those muscles in our neck and shoulders. So now we're going to look at another great home exercise that doesn't require any equipment and is very effective at strengthening these postural muscles in our upper back and shoulders, helping us keep our shoulders retracted and helping go a long way towards decreasing a lot of neck pain. So Whitney's going to go ahead and lay down on her stomach. She's going to have her arms outstretched like she's making the letter T. The important thing to remember, she's going to have her thumbs up, pointing towards the ceiling. So she's going to keep her elbows straight, and she's just going to pull her shoulders back. And this is the T portion of the exercise, and there's 3 parts. We call it T, Y, W. Now the second position in this exercise series is going to be the Y portion of the exercise. So Whitney's going to bring her arms up to about a 45-degree angle, making the letter Y. Again, keeping her thumbs towards the ceiling, elbows straight, and just pulling those shoulders back, lifting her arms up. Notice she's keeping her chin slightly tucked. Now the third position in this exercise series is going to be the W. Whitney's going to bend her elbows to 90 degrees, making the shape of a W. And again, she's just going to pull those shoulder blades back and pinch them together, keeping her chin tucked. Now all 3 of these positions, the focus is really on bringing your shoulder blades back together. So it's not necessarily how high your elbow gets off the ground or your arm gets off the ground. It's how much movement you get in those shoulder blades. So that's really where we want to focus our attention on. This next home exercise we're going to look at to help us decrease neck pain and upper back pain is going to be a bird dog exercise designed to really stabilize our entire core from our tailbone all the way up to our head. So the first progression is just going to be on your hands and knees, slowly extending one leg at a time. You're going to hold that leg in extension, keeping your hips and shoulders as square as possible. So we want to avoid any twisting or any rounding of our back. Good, go ahead and relax. The second progression is going to be the leg and then the opposite arm extended at the same time. So we're going to extend one leg and the opposite arm. Again, so kind of lower this hip a little bit. There we go. So we want to keep those hips and shoulders square. And notice how she's got her chin tucked, keeping her spine basically in one straight line. She doesn't have her head up or down too much. Again, that's really going to strengthen these neck muscles here. Go ahead and relax. Now the third and final progression to add a little more difficulty to this exercise is going to be more of a dynamic movement. So we're going to extend the leg and the arm. And now we're going to bring the knee and elbow together to touch and then extend again. And we're going to repeat this so we can do a set of 8 or 10, touching that elbow and knee together. And again, we want to avoid as much movement as possible in the back, focusing all the movement in the hip joint and the shoulder joint. So now we've looked at some of the best exercises you can do to decrease neck pain and prevent future neck injuries. If any of these exercises are painful while you're performing them, try to modify the exercises and stay out of that painful range of motion. And if your neck and upper back continues to hurt for longer than a week, go see your local chiropractor and have them check it out and see if it's something that might require more attention.